MCC Season 6 has come and gone now, and now we can look forward to what might be coming in Season 7. This past week, 343 actually gave us their key areas of focus for Season 7, so I basically just wanted to talk about the few points that they gave us, and then talk about if I think Season 7 is going to be good, bad, or somewhere in between. So let's get started. So as you can see in the blog post, the key areas of focus for Season 7 are improvements to visuals for Halo CE to better mirror Legacy, improvements to the maps Waterfall and Edge, Season 7 customization content, and various bug fixes. So these are the main key areas of focus for Season 7, though hopefully we get the custom game browser before Season 7 rolls out with some additional updates that they also did talk about in this blog post. Basically, they just talked about some of the feedback they've been getting and some of their ideas. Nothing too concrete, but hopefully we see that custom game browser sooner rather than later. As for Season 7, I must say at first glance, I'm kind of hoping that there's more content coming besides what they just hinted at. Now don't get me wrong, these 4 key areas of focus are really cool. For example, the improvements to the visuals for Halo CE to better mirror Legacy is absolutely huge for game preservation's sake, and this is something that Late Night Gaming pointed out a long time ago in one of his videos about how a lot of the Halo CE MCC visuals don't necessarily look as nice actually as the original Xbox Halo CE, just due to the shoddy gearbox port that MCC CE is built off of. So who knows if this means they're going to go through and clean up all of the visual inconsistencies, or if it'll just be some that they're working on. But regardless, if you're a fan of Halo CE and you're a fan of game preservation in general, then this is huge because that is a big deal. Now I won't lie to you, while I think this is really cool, it's not something that really is going to pique my interest to necessarily play more MCC, because I've played the CE campaign a ton of times now, and while I'll probably play it more in the future, the visuals looking slightly better and slightly more authentic to the original game aren't really going to be the reason that I launch it up again. Now for some people this might be absolutely huge and this might encourage them to play Halo CE again, so maybe I'm just the outlier where this doesn't necessarily give me a reason to want to play more MCC per se. So the next key area of focus is improvements to the maps Waterfall and Edge. Now Waterfall and Edge were both maps that were brought in Season 6, however Edge never actually came out. It was part of the flight test that we did way back whenever the flight tests were, and then when they got around to actually launching Season 6, Edge never came out because it had a lot of issues. So it's cool to see that they're gonna hopefully improve Edge and be able to release it, and hopefully clean up some of the performance issues on Waterfall. But again, this is kind of another bummer. To me, I'd rather see some more new maps, not necessarily just fixes for the maps that we've already seen. Now if you only play retail MCC, you haven't seen Edge, but it is a map that was in the flights. Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll include another map, but I have a good feeling that's probably just going to be Edge as the Season 7 map. I do really hope that the feedback that 343 got toward Waterfall and how a lot of people didn't really love the map, especially with a lot of the performance issues, and just the fact that it isn't necessarily a fantastic map on its own, doesn't discourage 343 from porting more of the Halo Online maps into Halo 3 MCC. While even I don't think Edge is a fantastic map, I still just welcome new maps being brought into the game, whether it's maps that we've already seen like maybe the Turf remake that comes from Halo Online, or it's more of the content that never got released, which is like what Waterfall was. I also would still love to see some of the weapons that were in Halo Online brought over into Halo 3, even if they were ported over just for custom games and Forge, because I think that would give map creators a lot more tools to kind of fuel their creativity. The next key area of focus is Season 7 customization content. I mean, I don't have much to say about this one. It's just going to be new skins and armors and probably nameplates and whatnot. It's all good. It's not necessarily something that I really care that much about, but hopefully they actually bring some customization content for games other than Halo 3. I think that's something that a lot of people have been asking for, and I would probably agree. I like Halo 3 content, but I can see wanting some content for the other games too. This also goes for things like maps and game modes too, not just customization. I think people would love to see new Halo Reach maps, or even maybe a new H2A map, but most likely my guess is if we do get new maps besides Edge in Season 7, it's probably another Halo 3 map, but who knows. And lastly, their last key area of focus is various bug fixes. I mean, that's all well and dandy, but not necessarily something that's going to get me really excited for a new season. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean this is the only content that we're going to get in Season 7. Maybe we'll get a surprise game mode like we did in Season 6, or like I said, maybe we get a surprise map, or maybe some new weapons or anything like that. We obviously will have to wait and see before knowing exactly what Season 7 is going to be. There will be flights for Season 7 coming up probably in the near future, so make sure you're signed up on Halo Insider and we'll be able to jump into Season 7 then and check it out for what it is. The way it stands right right now, I must say it's a little bit disappointing. I hope that there's a little bit more behind the scenes that they're trying to get done for season 7, but if this is season 7, I guess it is what it is. It's kind of cool, I guess, that they're going to fix up Halo CE, but besides that, none of this really gets me too excited, other than it will be nice to finally get Edge playable. But like I said earlier, this was a map that we were already able to play in the flights back in season 6. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and those are just my thoughts on the upcoming season 7. As always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, and if you want to catch me live, I stream over on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, or you can also follow me on Twitter. With that said, I'll see you all next time.